I really liked Iron Moon a lot. It was a really cool experience to record, especially having Kevin from My Own Dissonance on it. He was a pretty big influence on me when I was younger too, so that was really cool.
My favorite track on the record is probably Heads Will Hang. It's one of the first songs that I wrote for this record, and the topic was one that was really important that I wanted to make sure we got in on this one. It's something that had been bothering me for a while. It was also one of the songs that we kind of stepped out of our comfort zone probably the most on, and I'm glad it was pretty much well received, and for me it became my favorite song because we took kind of the biggest risk on it, I think, that we have ever had done as a band, and it was cool to see it pay off.
It's kind of like a tie. Terraform is really sick. It's an interesting song to me. It maybe isn't the strongest song overall, but it's the one that stands out to me the most because there's a lot of different things going on at the same time. And then Iron Moon, which I think is the hardest hitting, strongest song on the album for me personally. So I like the moodiness and the weird stuff in Terraform, and I like how hard Iron Moon hits, and they're both very different. So it stands out to me in two completely different ways, but the delivery is there, and they're both really solid and fun to play.
My favorite track on the record was probably Iron Moon, just because it was supposed to be on the last record but ended up getting cut, in the final stages. And I feel it's just such a punchy song, and it hits super hard.
It's hard to choose a favorite track, but if I have to choose one, I will say Spiral. And the reason is, talking about my job in the band as a drummer, I'm always trying to explore different elements and different things I like. I think that song has everything. It has the blast, it has the double kicks, the heavy breakdowns, all the groovy little parts, and it's all like an excuse for me to be able to practice and do that every day. That way, if we ever get the chance to do another record, it should be better.
My favorite track on the album is definitely going to be Iron Moon. I think, for my personal tastes, I like how heavy and bludgeoning the song is. It's got great grooves to it, keeps the head bouncing as much as possible. It's got lots of cool riffing that make it interesting to play, obviously, from a band standpoint. And, it definitely has a lot of relatable subject to it, touching upon the normal everyday grind humanity endures day in and day out.